Good afternoon. This is the Silent Silver Stacker, and today I thought we'd talk a little bit about stacking versus collecting. Now, I went into the vault and picked out some of my silver stack and some of my collectible silver. I do both. Some people only stack, some people only collect, and some people look at it as all being the same. I tend to be in the latter group where it's all the same, though I do make a distinction between the stuff that I collect and the stuff that I stack. Stuff that I stack, if there were ever any kind of emergency I needed money, that's where I would go first. I've yet to have to dig into my stack. I consider myself fortunate. Mrs. Silent Silver Stacker and I are in a good place. And so right now everything is probably going to go to our kids. However, there is a difference, at least in my opinion. So let's go over some of the stackable silver first. And that's going to include things like these just plain basic Silver Eagles. Premiums on those have been real high. They've gotten back down to where they're competitive with other forms of silver. So those kind of go back into the stacking forum. These are 3 ounce and a 5 ounce bar. You get into the larger bars, those tend to be more stacking than collecting. We've also got a couple of the fractional items here. And in the worst case scenario, which I don't think will ever happen, but better safe than sorry, that we're actually using this stuff as currency. The fractional silver would come in handy if you didn't want to have to pay an entire ounce for something, or build up to that. These are 10th ounce silver rounds. They've got a similar design to the American Silver Eagle or Walking Liberty, but they are not U.S. mint currency. Those are done by a private mint. Same with these up here. These are done by a private mint. And even this round right here could easily be taken for an American Silver Eagle by someone who doesn't know, but that's actually a private mint also. Now we've also got things up here like the Canadian Maple, and this is another American Silver Eagle. This is just your plain generic round. Nothing fancy. It's got a little toning on it. See, I'm handling it with my fingers because I don't care. It's there purely for the value of its silver. It's not there for looks. And up here we've also got another odd one here. That's that little 1/2 ounce round, once again with the American Liberty on it. Actually, these came from Money Metals. They had a get your stack started at spot, and I took advantage of that. This bar right here, this 5 ounce bar, was the same kind of deal. Get your stack together at spot. So I got one of those at spot, and anytime I see one of those that I can do, I do it. Best way to buy stacking is at spot, especially when spot's low. Let's head on over now to the collectible stuff. Collectible stuff, everything over here is still all at least 0.999 pure silver. But the premiums on this stuff is much, much higher. I think the premium on this Batman Batarang was like 25 bucks. I think I paid about 45 for this Chevelle. But I like Chevelles. It's one of my favorite cars out there. I don't currently own one. But if I had infinite room for cars, there would be a Chevelle in the garage. We've also got this Beskar bar. I think those were running for about 57 bucks a piece when I bought it. That's when spot was pretty high. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and The Mandalorian is the best Star Wars that's come out in ages. So I bought a couple of these just for that. We are a Disney family, so we've got 90 years of Disney. As it happens, Disney is one of the companies that puts food on our table. It makes it possible for me to collect and stack silver. I'm in that industry. I won't get into much more detail than that, but that helps. This is a actual sovereign coin, but it's got the Constitution on it. Huge fan of the USS Constitution, Old Ironsides. And we've also got things like Sonic. This is a private mint that does really nice rounds that I collect. I try to get everything he does. And then I also get stuff like this. For those of you familiar with the Silver Seeker, this is one of his custom rounds that I've purchased from him. Just because A, I like supporting his channel, and B, I think it looks kind of cool with the laser engraving. And then you also can collect things like this. This is an actual American Silver Eagle, but it's been gold plated with some hologram added to it. They don't come out of the mint like that. People do that to them, but it's a fun round. No, it's actually not even a round, it's a fun coin. When you get right down to it, all of these are still worth their weight in silver. And things like this is still an American Silver Eagle. It's just been plussed up a bit. Last one I'll mention here is this silver card. Mrs. Silent Silver Stacker found that and bought it for me. I thought it was so neat. I've got 2 of them. I keep one in my wallet and one in the vault. And it's just a lot of fun. The collecting, I really enjoy because I can find all sorts of neat items that correspond with my other interests. Right here in the middle is a basic, that's about as generic as you can get for a round. You'll notice I've got this in between the two though, and there's a good reason for that. That is the very first piece of silver bullion I ever purchased. I purchased it about, I think it's been about 9 years now. I was in Las Vegas to go to a surprise wedding vow renewal from my brother from another mother. He was going to surprise his wife with a wedding vow renewal on their 20th anniversary. And the plan was to have friends and family drive up to Las Vegas, then meet the next morning at a spot where he was going to ask her to marry him again. And when she said yes, we would all come out of hiding. Worked out great. We all did come out of hiding. My friend's wife was totally surprised. We had epic bachelor and bachelorette parties that night, and a really nice ceremony the next day. But normally when we go to Las Vegas, we hang out with my buddy out there. Not really a gambler, but we do like going to see some of the sites. And one of the places we went to was world famous gold and silver pawn shop from Pawn Stars. While we were in there, I saw this and I thought, oh, that'd be a neat souvenir. So I purchased it. Knowing what I know now, I paid way too much for it, but it was still a fun find, and I found myself pulling it out of a little black velvet bag that they give you when you buy silver and gold there, and really enjoyed it. And after we got back here to Arizona, started looking, you know what, I want to buy more of it, and that's where I caught the bug. So that's why I wanted that one out there kind of in the middle, because it started both my stacking and my collecting. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you at least get an idea of what I consider stacking versus collecting. And as I said, I put them together because when it comes down to it, this is still in my stack, but I separated out in my own mind just the collectible stuff because it's the fun stuff. So this is the Silent Silver Stacker, out.